Former Ambassador, Mr. Ed Gabriel, thank you for this interview. First of all, I'm going to begin this interview by asking you the first question. The French Special Envoy, Presidential Envoy, Jean-Yves Le Drian, said in his last visit that the political entity of Lebanon is in danger, and what might remain is the geographical Lebanon. What do you think of that statement?
There is some concern there. I mean, you're without a president right now. You've had tremendous economic stress. You have regional pressure now, a war in Gaza that's affecting the north. And it's important for Lebanon to realize that it needs to advance itself by having a president and by having a parliament that can make decisions. In the long run, you need a seat at the table. And without the right kinds of leaders in your government, leading your country, you won't have a seat at the table when the region is discussed for the future. So it's very important.
So you're saying the entire region is put on the table for negotiations and Lebanon might be left out of it?
Here's what I'm worried about is after this war is over, there's going to be changes. There could be some changes in Lebanon, but there definitely will be a different view by the United States in the region. It will have a different set of agreements with the Gulf region. It'll have new associations in the region with Egypt, Jordan, and others. There'll be a new security arrangement. And the question is, will Lebanon be at the table and having those discussions, or will we be talking about Lebanon without them at the table?
In his last speech, the Secretary General of Hezbollah said that despite all the rumors, all the talks, that there is initial agreement that was reached between and with the mediation of U.S. Special Envoy Amos Hochstein, that there is no agreement at all. What can you tell us about the effort that has been done so far, whether by the Special Envoy or about the talks going on indirectly between Hezbollah and the Israelis?
I'm encouraged by our visit this week that there is a priority attention being given by the leadership in this country to really focus on solving that problem. The American Task Force on Lebanon, as you know, has been very strongly calling for a diplomatic solution. We stand against any escalation by parties that would destroy in any way Lebanon. In that sense, let me just say to you that we've seen that Iran has been clear about not wanting to escalate. Hezbollah has also been clear that they don't want to escalate. The Israeli government said they prefer a diplomatic solution. So this sets up, I think, a good process for Amos Hochstein, who has really made progress in terms of offering a 5-point plan, one that hopefully will not be missed. It's an opportunity to rebuild the South, to stand up 6,000 new troops for the Lebanese armed forces, to demarcate the border, and to finally cease hostilities on the border. So there seems to be a good plan, and there seems to be seriousness to get some sense of ceasing hostilities on the border. You know, Amos won't be around forever. Administrations change in the United States, and when that happens, Amos will move on to another job. So now there's a window of opportunity for Lebanon. I think the leadership here understands that, and hopefully they're moving quickly to solve it. We heard today that you know, Amos is looking, number one, for a hopeful ceasefire. When that happens, or when the hostilities stop in the South, he thinks there's a real possibility to find agreement that will extend to the full implementations potentially of 1701, UN 1701. And we got a concurrence from the leadership we talked to today that that's exactly the way they see it. So it seems like everything's aligning right. I just hope to God we can move quickly while that window of opportunity is available to us. probably only for the next few months.